Alright peeps, welcome back to Cavey, episode 27. You join us with all the monuments in view, overlooking Davey's shoulder there at Cavey. The beautiful 32 by 32 map here that we've just got our big aqueduct floodgate in. That means I can hop in here, go into advanced, attach this stream gauge down here, and now that we got the automation on the right, if I resume the game, old mate here's gonna slam shut. No more flooding hour here. This water's just gonna have to real casually evaporate, or most likely slurp down into our big digging hole here, with 4 bots grafting away there, and 2 very convenient charging stations. Now that's not the only bit of floodgate we put in at the end of the last episode. How we're dealing with this one, beavers? 10 logs? You've got 4 of them, they need to go straight in there. Or at least the day before we have any sort of tide warning, because we're not flooding our here just yet. But I would like to keep the water all the way up the tippity top. I love that it goes through. You can be bloody paused, mate. Let's untick the old pause box for now. There's no point having this beaver spilling water out when I've already got the big hour spill up here spilling water out. And of course, look at those dams work. Overspilling water down the middle, all the way to the water pumps there. Direct access to get slurped up. I bloody love it. I love it so very much. Like, it's mint. Oh, ye now, let's untick ye, because we're waiting on a levy to be plopped in over here. I just want to take a moment to appreciate while we've got Davey peeking over there having a look at what. This is a beautiful little water tank here. It's all fully up and running and operational. There are a few things we need to real quickly and casually do up in here. First of which is whapping doing loads of fluid dumps. And these fluid dumps here, if I choose to do so, can keep this little river all topped up. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is beautiful. Like, you've got the beavers exercising doing in the plaza. You've got the waterfall on the right and the left. It is beautiful. Especially when the lemonade stands up and running there. As much lemonade as your iron teeth can handle. Is there any reason you're not spinning? Full on storage. Have you filled your dot storage? All the way up. Oh, beavers. Well, in that case, looks like we're going to accelerate some progress by deleting this dot excavator. Bye-bye. Getting rid of our handy-dandy small warehouses doing here. And I may or may not have put too much dirt down for how much we have stored up. We're gonna find out very shortly. Oh, I hope I've got enough dot for this, like. Well, let's delete this levy here, since it's completely superfluous. Get a couple of logs in, that should help us. Oh, it's already in, look at this bad lad. All the way up to 9.5, letting the water spill out. That means I can retake this unpause box over here. And do we have the levy in over here just yet? Oh, not just yet. But we do just need a beaver to come bang away on it, and we'll have it in. And a bad tide. I love a bad tide, especially when we've got no bloody bad water knocking about. But I can now officially repause old mate here, and we're going to do a little bit of flooding here, but this middle sluice should have closed. Ah, that's closed. And why didn't we just let the map flood a little bit, you know, get back to some sort of normal? And by the looks of things, we need to adjust this floodgate to switch off a little bit sooner. Maybe 1.85 metres instead of 1.93. And as well, some of the beavers that might never go down and get wet for from this little bit of canal here. Oh, it looks like we need to sort this sluice out now. Maybe get this one closing maybe a 0.90 instead of 0.95. Yeah, and as I was saying, see these beavers here, they might never go down to that little canal, but they're going to get wet for from going on here. Look at them going, getting these wet for. I bloody love it. It's mint. Ah! And these bots up here slurping the water and keeping charge thanks to our charging station up in here. And do I have one of these just permanently running, or did I pause it? I paused it. Good, good. I do like to see that we're keeping up on with eggplant rations. I like that. Does that mean we've got a bunch of canola? Oh, we've still got a bunch of canola knocking about in our tank there. And I've just had myself a big think about how we're going to get power to the tribute ingenuity here. It has to be a somewhat ingenious way of doing it. And my somewhat way ingenious of doing it is tapping onto this big power shaft around here. Now we could just bridge along and down. But instead of just bridging off here, we're going to come out the back of the smelter, down and around, and then connect into the back of the tribute ingenuity here. So why didn't we real casually do that, eh? And there we have it. What do you think? It's not too bad. And it fills in the gap between the 2 tanks here and all. The beavers will be happy they get some bonus scratchers doing here. We do need to replace our big fluid dump somewhere, and I'm thinking right here. That's the only other place we got one little bit of ground there, you know. Now let me delete this, hopefully not temporarily. Plop the fluid dump straight off the path there like that. Make sure old May can still see. And I think I'm going to have to build the fluid dump to do that. Alright, beavers, hammer that fluid dump in, because we need to see if this forester can see everything they still need to see. Oh, well, we haven't got it in, but we've got a beaver kipping in it, look at that! The beaver's perfectly kipping inside the fluid dump. What an absolute legend. Oh, and just in time for the bar tide now. Is there anything I need to do? I don't even think so. Well, there is a big lot I need to do, but I need to wait for the bad tide to kick in first, you know? Bad tide's here, and it's a 24 deer. Does that mean all of these are unpaused? Why, aye, it does. All bots, all the time. Apart from you, because I didn't want to get contaminated. Although, I could just have it as a bot, couldn't I? Nah, it instantly fills up. Don't bother, MiGly, just actually don't bother. And our water tank should stop our spilling any second now. Especially if I got up to speed too. Why are these bloody dams still going? How, eh? Last couple, sort yourselves out. And look at all that water just hanging about there. And all of those fluid dumps potentially dumping fluid all the way into this river here. Well, not this cycle, of course. This cycle, we've got 15 unemployed beavers. Keeping fit for the next temperate season. I'm actually going to keep some water slurpers doing here, slurping away. Because we're about to make big changes to this bit of landscape here. And that's all thanks to our big old water slurping, sorting, bad good water system here. Speaking of bad water, to actually get a decent amount of bad water in this tickety tank here, we need to wait for it again bloody 100% contaminated, and then whack these up to 1. You know, it would be cool actually, if you could attach like a sluice instead of a stream gauge to these. Let's see if I can, just in case. Nah, not allowed. Oh well. Wishful thinking, MiGly. Wishful thinking. But the sluice, we're just sitting waiting for it to get up to 100% contamination, and once it does that, you'll see it starts filling the tippity tank here. But only up to this level, because once it gets up to that level, it's pissing out this side. And that's why we'll whack this up to 1. That way this bad water tank can fill up like nobody's business, and then the bad bots up here can slurp it out. The explosives factory bloody loves it. And once I get all the terrain back, so does the bloody centrifuge. Now let's click on our power here. Are we supplying enough? It looks like we are. Not bad. And the centrifuge is only another 200, which would mean we'd have 50 left hours, is that right? Oh, is that with the centrifuge running? Oh, that's with the centrifuge running. We've got a tidy little hour heat of power there. I'm going to super duper high prioritize all of this bit build here. And then I'm going to shift the camera angle ever so slightly to a little something like this. And do you see that little area down there? That's a little blue rectangle. Keep your peepers peeped on that. Because once that's gone, fully gone, we're coming out of the speedy up bit. Now let's begin the speedy up bit. Look at the beavers exercising. The builders banging away on the power system there. And that little rectangle of blue turning into a little rectangle of grey. With plenty of help from the water slurpers as well. And here we are, out of the speedy up bit. How much of this did we get in? Oh, basically now. Happy days. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I will pause this upward power shaft though, because I very much want to get this in before we get this in. Although with the way this map's gone, the beavers will probably just levitate over and bang it in anyway, but I'm not going to chance it. Mr. Forester, can you see? Oh, you cannot see. But you can see a lot over here. What about we delete Mr. Forester, give him the old F to flip, that's still not enough. What about R to rotate, that is enough. And I'll give him the old F to flip to make sure his posts on this side, because if he stands and faces our this way, he's gonna have one hell of a view of the cornfield. But now that we got this river dry here, it is about time to go ahead, delete this log, delete all of those logs, plop some super high priority terrain down here. I kind of wouldn't mind getting those picked up before I pop the terrain down. I'm a bit scared. I'm not going to lie to you, peeps. And this lot here, maximum priority as well. But I'm leaving a chunk to make sure I've got enough dirt in case I need to do some dodgy shenanigans out here. We're getting the essential dirt in first. And the worst bit is, we're going to be blowing up some bloody dirt soon enough and all. We need to steal a dynamite first before it gets into the bloody efficient mine though. These two iron bots, they're efficient. Oh, and look, the beavers have started banging the dirt in here. I've never seen this. Oh, that up close and personal dirt view. Look at that. Couple of boulders. You know what? Let's see a bit of a speed 3 while we get the beavers to bang the rest of this in our face. Oh my. Oh. I can't be getting that up close and personal in a speedy up it anymore. We're going to be plopping a quick levy down here. Another quick levy down here. So we basically took our 2 levies from here and we're putting them that way now. And we're going to be replacing our 2 floodgates here. Now let me set up the automation before I end up bloody forgetting like I always do. I mean, the automation's the same for both of these, to be fair. A bad tide's a drought in Cavey. And what I'm hoping this'll do is that it'll allow the water to go absolutely zooming through that big water wheel there and spin it like it's never been spun before. And to finish off the speedy up it, oh, my DPI is really low. Let's detonate this TNT. I think the beavers made a canny bit of progress there. I wasn't really planning on doing anything there, but it just turned into an impromptu, hopefully nice and smooth, speedy up bit. Beavers, have you not picked up these yet? You need to pick them up, pal. And Mr. Forrester, you need to get planting loads of more oaks down here. And before I forget, you need to chop them down and all. That just got me thinking. What about... Hang on. We didn't need this at all, do we? Delete. Oh, look at that. Pick that rubble up and I might pop a little bit of terrain block action in there. I'm definitely not going to have enough terrain blocks. Like, what are we up to now? 198. Oh, no, beavers. No, no, bloody no. Don't build this stuff. I'm pausing it. I'm taking no chances. I'm pausing it all. We're a decent bit into our bad tide here. Surely we can rock this up to 100. Actually, there's a way to test that, isn't there? Without having to ruin everything. But that's not as fun, is it? Let's see if it ruins everything or not. Nah, we'll look R-read. Let's see if that's a temporary R-read or not. Oh, no, 100% contamination. It's a proper fully R-read. And bots will need power. I thought I had loads of bloody bot stations knocking about. Oh, yeah, that's right. I knocked that one down to 1. I think it might be time to pop the platforms in here. And pop a couple of more charging stations up in here. They're your high priority jobs, beavers. Oh, and these have been picked up. Let's get our bit terrain block back in here. Maximum priority beavers. Well, I say back in here. This has never had terrain block. This is where the river exited. These 2 blocks here is where the river used to fish out the map. Well, actually, these 2 blocks here, plus these 3 blocks here is where the river initially used to fish out the map. All 5 of them. Oh, and do we have these rubbles picked up yet? Happy days. Let's get a terrain block down on there. Not facing that way, though. Facing that way. And that's a maximum priority. And I do need to quickly check something. I need to make sure this works before I commit to it fully. 1, 2. Aye, look at that. It doesn't bloody walk. We need to pick something else other than the floodgate here. Is the aqueduct one low enough? It looks a bit lower, like, to be fair. Let's see. Why, aye. Like, now's a matter. We pop a tidy little path along there, and look at that little connection there. Ain't that a beaut? And beavers, I want you to get this in, like, real quick. You know what? Let's be clever here. This is an important bit of dirt. And I may as well get a little bit of door connection on here. So why don't we repop these in, but facing that away so they can get built. Without having to build all of this back here first. And as long as that gets in the next 15 days, we're spot on. We're not going to be leaking water out. And you know what? I was going to pop an oak here. But nah. Lemon tree. We now need at least 3 to keep the beavers all sorted with the lemonade. But this little bit of earth walk and that's not everything. We've got a bit of walk to do up in here. And the beavers are going to love this. They're going to absolutely love it. Not just because it's recovering 144 bloody logs. It's opening up the cave once again. Well, from the front, because we've had these ladder stacks in from above anyway recently. Not forgetting the old beaver hospital on the U-turn there either, you know. We've had a decent bit of access in here for a while. But now, we are about to kit out Davey's cave. A proper little session in here. Now, I think it would be advantageous to bring the terrain down, maybe all the way here. So we can get a proper little look at Davey's cave. And what type of floor space we're working with. I can see it's as big as I've needed it to be. Right, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's do a little bit of decorating in the cave. I want to put braziers in all the corners here. So now we got corner braziers all the way around. I want to get some wooden fence and fence all the way around the braziers. Right, so now we've got a bit of an entranceway. What can we fit in here if we choose to keep all of these fences not in? I mean, there is one thing we've been severely lacking this entire time in Cavey, and I've been feeling sorry for the beavers the whole bloody time. There's been the campfires, and there won't be if I keep all of these bloody fancy bits in here. Well, it looks like all of these fancy bits are just going to be thumbnail fantasy, aren't they? Because we've got to ensure we get enough bloody campfires doing in here to keep the beavers happy for days and days and days. That looks kindly that with the 3 of them there. We can put some decorations behind it. Let's work on our path system if we're going to do that. Oh yeah, that's a canny little line there. Connects all of these ladders together. And we're going up into here. Now, can we squeeze? Oh, we can squeeze a campfire in there and still leave a bit of path access. Run the corner for something doing here. Now, what else have the beavers been lacking along here when it comes to R&R and keeping them happy? They've got a wind tunnel, but a wind tunnel in a cave is a bit of a bad idea, even if I could technically fit it. Hang on, can I fit it in there? Will it go? Oh, it's too tall. I figured it would be too tall, that's fine, but I had to bloody check. Oh, and I found a canny little position for these campfires doing here now, where I can run a path in the middle. Let's quickly platform this up before I forget that there's a pathway connection at the ladder right there. So that is properly connected little cave there. Now I would like to use some of the power that we have inside the cave. If we have a bit of a scoot along, you can see we've got power in the cave. And I had big plans for that. But to be honest with you, I don't think I could even get it doing and doing anything. I think my best bet is maybe pop a bot charging station in here, which it won't let us do. But yeah, no, I think I can pop that in there, but I won't be able to do anything to actually get the power down. I will check though, let me check. Can I pop a tidy little downward power shaft here? Nah. You see, I cannot even pop it on anyway. I don't believe I can actually get that power to go anywhere and do anything. It's just going to be doing the for shits and gigs. So let's block the power connection with a back scratcher. The beavers bloody love it. They'll have itchy backs from recovering in the bed and they can go and get it scratched right there. But anywho, enough of all of this terrain, let's go back down to zero. And since there's no power in the cave, there's no point doing bloody mud baths down there, which was the plan. Not that I have enough mud for it anyway, but you know, a beaver can dream big, can't they? Now I've just saw here, can I put bloody terrain blocks on? All the way here? I can! Look at that, peeps! That lets me pop a whole nother campfire down. Look at all the campfires, right? That's a maximum priority campfire, beavers. The first one in. You know what? The first two in. Right on there so you know what you're getting yourself in for. I suppose all we need to do now is a little bit of decoration. Well, we may have built over some straws for the slurping, but, you know, that's all in the name of progress. And to be fair, we don't need this deep bad water pump up here anymore. It simply isn't needed. Now the question is, do we leave this here or do we recycle these materials? Alright, I've tinkered with the priorities a little bit there. So we're maxing over here because we need this in the next 12 days before temperate season hits. I've reduced the priorities for the most part out here. And inside the beautiful cave. Oh, I can't wait to see this all done. It's gonna look so beautiful down here in the cave. I mean, the hospital probably won't be as relaxing as it once was, but you know. We didn't have as many injured beavers as we once did either. Tell you what, I am loving seeing us slurping up the bad water 24/7 as well as slurping up the good water 24/7. Somewhat keeping our tanks topped up. And I say somewhat because we've actually been building new tanks. Too far away from district. Oh, it's too far away from district. We need to get these ones here in beavers. Chuck some logs into there, 2 out of 36. I'm sure there's still plenty I-45 hanging about in here. You know what, if we speed through for a little bit, can we see a beaver come doing the ladders up the top and pick that bit of log up there to pop in the old hour hang? Oh, there are beavers coming down, but they're building? Ooh, what are yous building? You're building up here? Oh, yous are just shifting around from A to B, that's right. I forgot the beavers done that. You know what I could do to help the beavers out instead of them going down and up again? Let's see if we're getting a tidy little platform on the side here. It'll have to be too long, of course. And that will connect up the top. Oh, no paths allowed. Alright, beavers, you're going to have to go down and up again. It's one of the many joys of Cavey's cave here. Oh, they're building this one. High priority that one, and high priority this one. Make sure you get this one built next, beavers. Aye, get it in. Oh, the beavers have got this little floodgate in. Not bad. Oh, and this bit of water. Look at that. And by bit of water, you of course mean bit of land. And how are we doing with our corns? We are depleting somewhat. Therefore, plant some corns down here, beavers. Oh, look at that straight on it. I haven't even started the speedy up bit yet. But I was going to say, why don't we do a casual little speedy up bit and get this bloody hour hang in here so we can get the bloody rest of this door and everything else in. There we go. If not else, the flood's not going to map. And now that that's in, we're not going to pish water all the way to the side of the map for any reason during the temperate season. Oh, we're down to 114 dort. And you didn't have any dort in these rubbles, do you, by any chance? Oh, just gears and treated planks. Bloody loads of gears and treated planks and all. I'm half tempted to pause them. Oh, it's dry down here. You know what that means? We need to unpause the fluid dump. Mr. Fluid Dumper, dump your fluids all the way down the hill and cave there. Keep this hillside nice and green and moist. Now we'll let him crack along with that, while I real casually free up some more resources for these beavers. I'm sorry, Mr. Kit, but there's no exercising for ye for a while. And look at all of this here, man. What was I thinking when I did this? I dynamited so much green ground here for bloody no reason. Beavers, enjoy your resources there. And I'm finally going to fix this ladder here. Have it pointing that way so the path does connect underneath and it doesn't have to go and run this little block for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But yeah, now beavers, maximum priority all of this. Please hurry up and get it in before I end up changing me mind. I'm a tad perturbed because there should be some more dirt coming in here. Can't get all required materials. I'm out of dirt. I'm out of dirt. There's no dirt. What an utter buffoon. Do we have any dirt in here at least before I paused it? Nah, no dirt. Anyway. Well, what else is there to say other than I've bloody buffooned it once again? This happened as well the last time I done a 32 by 32 map. Beavers, rip those bloody corns up. Because we're going to be popping a dirt excavator down there. That's going to be powered by some bloody power shafts. Passed by a handy dandy bot charging station there. Alright beavers, hurry up and get those corns up. Whether you're a builder or a farmer, I don't care. Because I need to get me dirt excavator back up and running. Honestly man, what a... Oh, well at least we can pick up those treated planks and gears off the deck over there now, can't we? Well, 39 gears and treated plank. Get them straight in there. Along with this pile of rubble here. Chuck them straight in there, beavers. And get them in the next 3.8 days so we can dig another big hole here. Let's not make the same mistake. I'm going to make this dirt storage. So we're going to have 3 large piles full of dirt. And look at this, we even stacking up metal blocks too. Still not stacking any logs though. I could even turn that into dirt storage if I wanted to. Although we do have some piles of logs here we need to pick up. I just didn't maximum prioritise them. Oh, would you look at our lovely green hill here, thanks to old mate the fluid dump. You can just be unemployed and not get exercised because there's the exercise plaza. And yeah, now the dirt excavator has to be put back in because these need to be put in. We can't not have 2 campfires as the entry to Cavey's cave, man. So yeah, now beavers, 3.8 days. Get this bloody bad lad back in. And that's it in. We've got any bots? Hang on, why isn't any bots in there? Oh, it's not disconnected. It's not disconnected. It is disconnected. It's not connected by any paths. That's perfect. Let's get ourselves a handy dandy ladder there. A couple of handy dandy one high platforms. And connect them up. Beavers, that's the next priority job. As well as this little corner piece here. And I'll do a minimum priority job on here for now. Just while you know, we're not turning the big wheel here. You know what I feel like doing? Unpausing these laddies. Making sure we can unpause one of these bot assemblers permanently. Ah, that's the plan. Permanent bot assembler. Oh, look at all of our bonus water storage. We can pish as much as we want of it doing the side of the hill here. Oh yeah, and in case you didn't catch it during that speedy up bit, I planted some berries underneath here, underneath the platform, because we're still running dangerously low on berries. Hey, stop banging the berry, mate! What are you even hitting there? Are you putting the platform in above? He's banging in from below, look at him! Got old bottom beaver there banging away. Oh! Ah! That was perfect timing! That was... I promise you peeps, I didn't test that, I promise you people I didn't plan that at all, like, not the slightest. I haven't heard that bell ring. I don't know how long it's been in for. But I can barely hear the game sounds. I didn't even hear it ring there when the beavers clocked off. Well, yeah, now that bell we heard there, that's to symbolise the clocking off of the 4 beavers, well, the 3 beavers that died over here. Actually, no. Reviewing the footage, one of the beavers survived. We had 2 beavers carked over here that just wouldn't go back through the tunnel. 2 beavers that went back through the tunnel. One of them actually stopped off and got some food like a normal beaver. And then the other beaver that we were following went and stood on top of the bad water tank and just carked it, you know, because why not? But anywho, let's be quiet. We've got to wait and listen for the old bell. I heard it that time. I even remember to come down to speed 1 halfway through. But we're going to have a full complement of 4 bot charging stations over here. As well as the ceremonial path on top of the ladder to symbolise it's not gone any higher. You know what? I really like the water here. That you can actually see through it and that. Hang on, beavers. Why haven't you picked this up? Planks? You said full on planks? Damn, beavers. Yeah, we definitely need these 3 running like. Got to store up all of the bot parts from round here. Otherwise it'll have any gone down and we'll run out of bots. And I bet you these farmers are happy to have a larger cassava field like. The fermenter can actually commence some cassavas. And they can finally start storing something up in these warehouses here. We do need to sort the grapes out, like, that's a sorry little warehouse that. I scaled the grapes back, but I might have to scale them up again. You know what, beavers? I want you to demolish these blueberries here, demolish these coffee bushes here, demolish all these blueberries here, unless they're about to pop a sprog. Ah, this one's about to pop a sprog. A sprog and blueberry tomes is just a blueberry. You pop some blueberries first, but Beaver's ripped those up so we can plant some more grapes over here. We can keep with the blueberry theme over here, and we can plant some coffee bushes over here. Look at the forester gone planting all the blueberry bushes, and no doubt the forester over here. They are built, aren't they? You can't see, can't you? You're not even built yet. Maximum priority, Beaver. Oh, Beavers, get that bloody forester in right here, right now. It needs to get in. It's not in. The bells are ringing. The tides have changed. It's still not in. Come on, Beaver. 6 more logs. 4 more logs. Otherwise, we're never going to get any more logs in this little corner. Yeah, thank you. Ooh, that was a bloody session and a half. That right. It's time to maximum prioritize these 4 jobs because we're about... Oh, no, we're not. Not just yet. Hang on. Let's just pause this for now because I want to see how long it takes to fill, and now I spilled the big tank because it's the first time we've got it in. Let's take the water down. You can see, look at that, we haven't even started flowing out through the cave yet. Oh, it's still all bad water, that's why. Oh, aye, we're just going to be relying on this pipe. And let's check the sluice, make sure the contamination's at 0. Then we can put this aqueduct up to 1. Ensure that this floodgate's up to 1 as well. And while we're waiting for this pipe down here to clean up, we can go up this pipe at the back. And you'll see the water come along, start flowing, gone straight through our little sluice there, and completely fill our big old tank here. And there it is! How long did that take? Pretty much a day. And that's only off 3 sources. We've got another 5 to be cracking along with. Now we need to test this. Let's get this down to 0, because I'm going to put this sluice to open as well, just to get all the bad water out of it. But I didn't want to spill pure bad water out here without a nice bit of clean, good water coming along through as well. Well, look, we're filling this bit of the cave. Oh, let's have a look at this. I don't think we've ever looked at this here. We're looking under the hour hang, right next to the initial district centre, as it goes underneath, flows, and starts spinning the big wheel there. We definitely want the unpaused. What power are we getting here? 130 odd. Let's crank it up. We're going to get over 300. We're going to get over 400, maybe. I'm not expecting anything crazy, but you know. Oh, our 400, look at that. We're bloody whooshing the power. We can power all 4 of those bot chargers and have 4 bots grafting away in the old spin around, get all the dirt up excavator here. Oh, and another bad tight straight away. Absolutely straight away. Well, looks like we're not going to get very much dirt churned up, does it? But we will at least get some dirt churned up. That should get this in. I'm going to max and prioritize this bit here. And then all we need to do after that is churn up enough dirt to refill this hole. But I'm pretty happy with that, like 400 power output. What I'm not happy with is how long it takes for this bloody bad water to cycle through here. Look at that one. It's only doing to 11. It's been 3 and a bit days. Let's get this all the way down to 0. Set it back to auto. And then I should be able to pop these all the way up to 1. We'll fill this pipe up here. Gone all the way up through the pipe. Ooh, the sluice at the tippity top here. And put even more water through here. And like I say, that's still open while it guns up as well. So how much power we got now? It's 460 odd. Because I unlocked a bonus sluice and it's still spiraling up. Oh, we're going to peak 500. 500 horsepower. Look at that. Go on, go 550. 555. 600. 630, 640 horsepower all there. Damn. I mean, we were flooding, but you know, I'm sure that actually takes away from it. But let's put this up to 0.85. We may flood temporarily. Let's have a quick check. Hang on. Is there a hole here? Is there a bloody hole here? Nah, why is there a hole there? Maximum prioritize, get that in. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been dug up or anything. There's just been a hole here the whole time. The whole time. Tell you what though, ain't she a beaut? Davey over there is absolutely swelling with pride and joy in our wonderful overspill here. The overspill's like gotta be my favourite part. Look at that bad lad spilling, filling all the pools below, man. It all perfectly lines up. And of course we got all the storage to get in yet. I love the partially submerged storage. Oh, this is great. I bloody love it. Oh, you know what? While we're in a temperate season, surely there's some bots doing here. Why? Can we get more than 1 charging at once? Go on, let us get more than 1 charging at once. How wee beavers. Before the bad tide hits, get a couple of bots charging in here for us. You know what, actually I probably need to uncharge the bots. I've only got 5 left. Unpause rather than uncharge. And I think it might be time to reprioritize this big power stack around the corner here. And since I'm going to commit to leaving at least one of these running at all times here. Oh, 93%, 39%, yo, what? We do need to unpause 1 more engine, but we also just need to get logs in everywhere as well. The forester not being up and running during basically the entire bad tide didn't help, I'll say that for now. But yeah, nah, since we've got bots on the crack the whole time now, and since we've just treated the beavers to a beautiful, it's in! Oh, the bloody campfire's in! Alright, we're going to come back to that, beavers. Alright. We're going to speed all the way up until the night time, because I want to see the beavers campfire all later. Oh, look at the beaver campfire all later! Oh, and the beavers at the cave! Farmer, get that canoe out the way. I want to see the beavers in the campfire. Oh, it's a little bit moist, but it's alright. It doesn't put out the fire. Oh, and the fire burns down. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to get more campfires in. You know what? During this bad tide, we're getting all the campfires in. And as I was saying before, I got very distracted by that bloody campfire there. Let's look after our bots a little bit. And since we have heaps of science, we should start with some control towers. Oh, bad tide started. 17 days. Now, what type of range do I get out of these control towers? Oh, I like that. Because I'm not sure whether I want to do multiple control towers, like around here, or whether I just want one central control tower. And I like the idea of one central control tower. Go, one big central control tower. Yes. But as you saw, I could put one on either corner and that. Even have one up here somewhere, get all control-y. I could pop a control tower over here somewhere and then get a bit of action over here. But I'm not going to bother with that just yet. We've got 0 control towers now. I'm pretty sure one is going to be a canny little buff for the bots. Speaking of bots, ease can be paused. I was going to say the wheel's not turning, but it is, just not very quickly. Oh, yes, the dart's in. We're not going to be leaking water out of here. You know what, let's just temporarily unpause a couple of slopers until the flooding goes away. There we go. Thank you very much, Lee. You can be paused again. And now, I think it's time to do something with this little area here. We didn't need these paths, but what we do need are some detailed beavers. 1, 2, 3, and a 4 detailers right on there. Now, I've heard about these detailers. Ooh. Oh, this purple one. Damn. Can you just straight up browse the workshop here? Oh, yep. It's opened the file. Documents, Timberborn, Tails. Ah, right. Well, since we got 4, why didn't we do one of each for now? Let the beavers crack along with that. Make sure the forester can still see all the trees. Aye, happy days, the forester can still see all the trees. Oh, but the lumberjack flag can it? There's always summit in it. There's always summit. Right, say we delete this forester and then we delete this detailer. That had most of the bloody things in there, if you saw that. If we put a forester up in here, it can see everything. Yes, can see every tree, confirmed. And then if we put a detailer here, that's a maximum priority detailer. The rest of these can just be high priority for new. I want to get it built. You know what, actually, I'm going to be cheaty. Look at this, watch. Big cheaty MiGly, episode 27 cheats, placing warehouses and saying that I can still see everything. Happy days, that's all I wanted to say. Now we pause the game so beavers don't pick up these 6 logs that I'm deleting right now. And we can replace our little detailer with confidence. Maximum priority confidence, that is. Oh, and look, Razzy's facing the direction. Let's get a view on him. Alright, Razzy, what are you looking at? He's overlooking the big efficient mine there in the void. And in the hole with the treated plug. Hey, I love this little viewpoint here of the setting sky. The setting sun. The sky's not setting, I swear it isn't. Let's do our ceremonial pathways over here. And then a real casual speedy up bit while we get all the detailers in and see the beavers with the detailed tails. I purposely stayed away from this stuff so it can be new for us in an episode. I want to see it. I want to see it so bad. What are we waiting on, beavers? It's probably logs in it. Probably just simply logs that we're waiting on. Alright, speedy up over, done. Metal blocks. Waterfall, where's the metal blocks? Where's me scrap? Weird. Now, these are high priority jobs, but we didn't need 10 years in there. I can see why I've been using years in overflow. So we just do not have enough bots knocking about. Maybe we pause these 3 water slopers here. Just for now, you know, just for now. And up the priority of these. You know, I'm just going to have to go maximum priority on there. It's as simple as that. 2 beaver bots in there. And to keep it up with everything, I'm going to unpause this one for now. So we've got 2 grafting while we get our bot numbers back up and running. A beaver. Any reason there's no coffee bush planted here? Like for realsies though, why is there no coffee bush here? Because you were standing around on your arse doing out earlier. Are you going back up to stand on your arse doing now? You better just planted that coffee bush. What's the matter with ye? Put the berry bush in then. Is the coffee bush too big? Nah, look, he's just not shifting to put it in. I'm sure you can put a coffee bush in here, you know. Aye, look, coffee bush. Placed in, no bother. Why wouldn't you put it in? Oh, I can't see! Alright, MiGly, delete your cheaty coffee bush. You're going to have to get it to put one in naturally. And I do believe that unfortunately means deleting you again and pulling out an F to flip so you can see everything. I can't believe I didn't notice that earlier. Like, right, maximum priority beavers. Reef beavers. I want to see the detailers in. I want to see the forester in. And I want to see Davey's thoughts spin around carried by that big beaver there. AKA, watch the tribute ingenuity spin around there because we finally got all the power into it. You know what? I'm sick of that. I'm going to come down here and watch some progress be made in this bloody cave. Why are we doing a shitey little speedy up bit where you can't even see any progress being made? When we could have a mad speedy up bit on the gun. Inside the cave, watching all the beavers scurrying about on the path through the industrial estate, but also hammering away doing in the campfires, the braziers, the whole shebang. Oh, and I tell you what, peeps, we had a big scare earlier on today, like. I went to load up Cavey to do a thumbnail, and it crashed. The 4-way district centre mod had been updated, and I couldn't get into me cave. Now, shout out to mod.io for keeping historic changes of the mods, like, because I had to go download the old version of the 4-way district centre from that site, and then load that in the Steam Workshop file and edit the JSON file to make it think that it's the new version. I mean, it worked, I can't complain, but I do need to make sure to delete all the 4-way district centres in Lemon Canyon before update 7. We didn't want to be locked out of Lemon Canyon, do we? And look at the tidy progress on the cave. I bet you the beavers are loving being able to get in the cave. I'm loving the cave. I can't wait until it's all in and we can have a walk through the cave and see what's what. We're fresh out of the bad tide. Into cycle 65. We've got a couple of bots with energy. That's alright, we'll be able to sort that out. Especially now we're producing scrap metal and metal blocks once again. Now we do have some unemployed bots and that's at 97%, so let's quickly pause this when it gets up to 99. Pause. And we'll just leave this one up and running. No bots. Get your asses back in there. And as well, 4 of yous get your asses in there. And look at that, we've got vacancies for the beavers. When did this happen? And why do we have vacancies for the beavers? Oh, these are beaver jobs. Fair enough. I'll make some progress on the control tower there. And as much as we didn't get everything done, we made a decent little bit of progress in Cavey's cave here. We've got the 2 initial campfires up and running, a couple of braziers and lanterns, plenty of shrubs knocking about. And we even have half a bust in there behind the ladders. Oh, Cavey's cave is coming along like I am loving it. You know what, since there's no power there, let's just open this sluice manually. Let all the bad water spill out. Because by the bad water spilling out, we've got good water filling up the tank here. And that'll soon overspill and dilute any dodgy bad water that's coming through here. And look at this, how much power are we making? 320. And that's with a little bit of flow knocking about. And we've got our waterfalls. It's overspilling, it's falling. I love this little spot. It's amazing. Oh. Oh, every time I just bloody love it. And then we've got our cave in here, which has got the braziers doing. And it's nice and dry. No more water in Cavey's cave. We've got the kids enjoying something or other on there. Probably this big campfire, yeah. Right in the cave. And actually, look at that. I love it when things like that happen. Twice this episode have had some beautiful times. And look at this bad lad slowly churning away. Casual. That's where all of our power went. I did not realise it took 600 horsepower, like. This is unpaused, isn't it? I unpaused it. No, I'll get that unpaused. I need every single engine unpaused and prioritised by bloody haulers. And you're no exception to that, mate. I tell you what, I love our little bridge there, like. Bridge over the spillway. That's to give access over here for all of these fluid dumps. And you know what, peeps? Why haven't we gone ahead and become a beaver real quick? Have a walk over this bridge and maybe have a peek down. Oh, you can't see there quick. We don't have long before we crash. I want to see the rest of Cavey. Oh, look at the Cavey map there. From our first person beaver perspective. And with the game crash comes the end of the episode. I'll catch you tomorrow, peeps, for the penultimate episode of Cavey.